Have you ever gotten someone 1 HP, opened an edit to finish them off, and then gotten your head blasted off? In this video, I'm going to be going through some fights and explaining the key differences between good edits and bad edits. Make sure to subscribe, like, and use my code dollafn in the item shop if you enjoy videos like these. So in this first fight, I start off by waiting for him to break my floor and getting a pre-fire off to get the damage advantage. Then, for the first edit of the fight, I do the back tile of my floor. I'd classify this as a smart edit because not only does it allow me to piece control him by placing a ramp and walls around him, it also lines up a very easy shot. Unfortunately, I completely whiff my shots, but after I crack him, I have enough of an HP advantage that I'm confident to just spray him through my builds and get the kill. In this next fight, I get into a position where there's someone running straight into my wall. I'm scared that if I make a big edit, he'll run straight into my box, so I end up doing a bottom 3 tile edit to shoot his feet without letting him see me. This angle is actually really good and underutilized and is actually a smart edit. Unfortunately though, in this case, there were some minions behind him that sprayed the wall and let him into my box, so we did actually get some counter damage. For the second edit of the fight to finish him off, I do a double tile cone edit and then a 1 tile floor edit to give me the right hand peek. This was a smart edit and it allowed me to finish the fight with no risk. In this next fight, I start off with the worst edit the world has ever seen. I edit 4 tiles right in this guy's face, and for some reason, he doesn't shoot me back. I did get damage in without any return damage, but that's only by luck, because that right there was the definition of a dumb edit. To finish this fight, I redeemed myself a little bit. First off, I added a full arch edit open, and then back up to immediately place a wall in case he takes a shot. Then, I make a peanut butter peek to take a right hand on the wall I fully opened. Since he's moved since then, I adjust to look to my left to see where he's running, and see that he's going to run directly next to me, so I piece control the area through a window without giving him any visibility of me. And then since I see he's pieced, there's no reason for me to reset the wall and get another edit since the window is already a good peek, so I just swing back and take the final shot. To start off this fight, I'm playing on the defensive since I'm only 100 HP. This means that I can't afford to take any trades, so to start off, I added a peanut butter and jump peek it to get a clean crack off to even out the HP without taking any damage. This was definitely a smart edit, and since his reaction was to place a ramp, I'm able to open a window to piece him through. Then, I start trying to replace his ramp with a cone. While I'm not exactly peeking this window properly, I'm ready to reset it if he tries to edit and get a shot off on me. Once his ramp is replaced, I've swung back left so I'm not visible, and I can swing back right to get a shot off. After I get the pump off, I reset and hear him shoot his shotgun. Since I know his shotgun is now on cooldown, I make a top 3 row edit so I can finish the fight off. This is a smart edit because even though he has an angle on me, there's nowhere he can hide behind that edit, and his shotgun won't be ready to shoot before mine. In this fight, I start off by getting a cone and wall through my opponent's ramp. Since I've caught him off guard a little, I instantly edit a window and take a right hand. This works out for me as I get an instant 84 tag with no trade, which definitely makes that a smart edit. As soon as I get that damage, I instantly pre-piece to the left where I know he'll be running so that he can't escape. Here, I make a really bad edit and only don't take damage because of the guy's awful aim. Now that he's 1 HP though, I have to find a way to end the fight fast. I drop onto his new box's walls, break 1 wall, and slide a ramp into his box. A lot of people's first instinct when there's a ramp in their box is to drop, so I predict this and grab all the piece control under his box. Even though I make a really hard edit here at the end, I have my shotgun out first, so I'm able to finish him off before he can take a shot. This clip is an example of a decent edit, but horrible execution. This peanut butter edit can be great if used properly, but in this case, I just peek it completely wrong. If I had placed a cone on my feet and stood back more, I could have gotten a shot off without being traded. I also could have made a different edit, like that bottom 3-corner one from earlier, to try and get free shots off. Another bad thing I did was once I realized it was a bad peek, I should just reset and try to take another peek. Instead, I commit to the bad angle and get pumped really hard going for a second shot. To start off this fight, again, I open with the peanut butter peek, and I peek it decently well, but if I had stood a little more to the left, then I wouldn't have taken any damage at all, but regardless, it was still a smart edit, but the execution could have been just a little better. To finish the fight, I just hit a simple pre-fire when he sprays my wall. In this clip, I grab someone's wall and ramp, and I make quite literally the worst edit combination I could have made in that situation. I leave myself completely open and get pumped hard. There are tons of other edits that I could have made, like a peanut butter or a window into a ramp edit, and then right hand peeking it. And I could have even used the ramp to block his line of sight to get a good peek on him. After I made this atrocious edit, I then finish him off by reloading straight in his face and whiffing. I definitely should have died, and I'm lucky that I didn't, but the catalyst to being that low in the first place was the terrible, dumb edits I made. To start this fight off, I double it down and make an edit on where I think he is, but once I realize he's not in that box, I recalculate, make a peanut butter, and then from behind that, I long wall edit on him, giving me a perfect peek to get a 52 tag on him. From there, I make a bad edit and edit a cone that I didn't know he was standing on, putting him straight in my face. Luckily, I was mid-jump, so I didn't end up getting either of us shot because it was such a hard shot for both of us to hit, but I could have easily taken damage there. After that though, again, I make a peanut butter and I hit a blueprint long edit on the wall and cone to finish the elim up from a great peek. In this fight, I start off with the damage advantage since I get a sneaky pump on him while I'm falling. From there, I set up on his wall to start pressuring him, and first I do the peek from earlier with the floor edit and the ramp above my head, and I do this in case he edits on me because it'll give me a great peek to shoot him. Once I see that he isn't going to instant edit, I start pickaxing his walls. Once the wall is weak, I see that he hasn't placed a wall between his two boxes, so I pump through the wall and place the wall between the two boxes. I then make a wide edit on the wall in front of him, but then back up to the first wall and reset it to block his shot. From there, I reset the wall in front of his face to block his next shot and perfectly time it when he's going to shoot with my own shot to finish up the kill without taking any damage. This fight is a good example of using bad edits as bait to make them shoot so you can block the shots and get a pump off yourself. This fight starts off as a full box fight where both me and my opponent are boxed up. He edits and resets a wall, so I know it's weak. From there, I use a peanut butter edit to safely take his wall. I make a full edit so I have full visibility since I'm behind my own peanut butter peak anyway. I jump and get good damage. This is definitely a smart edit, and to finish off the fight, I just bait a pickaxe swing, switch back to my shotgun, and then he makes a bad edit, which allows me to pump him and end the fight. For this quick kill, I see my opponent is boxed up and healing, so I take his wall and slide in a cone at the same time. Though I make a wide edit, I'm hugging the wall to the left so I'm able to peek out and get the first shot off, even though the edit is wide. It's important to note that almost any edit can be used in any specific situation. There are just some edits that are more universal than others. In this encounter, I have my opponent full box, so I default to the trusty peanut butter edit. Again, I confirm once I'm fully hidden behind the wall so I can jump and get a great angle. Once I hit him, he takes the wall back, so I anticipate which way he's going to exit the box and catch him coming out on the left. I proceed to make a 4-tile open edit to get the piece control and finish the kill. This is really just a dumb edit. I could have done another peanut butter or even a window to get the same piece control and shot off, and if this guy had been looking at me with his shotgun instead of trying to build, he would have shot me before I killed him. In this fight, the first kill is an example of how you can get away with any edit if your opponent isn't focused on you. While this edit isn't a good peek, it gives me perfect visibility of my enemy, and he has no opportunity to dodge the shot. This is an instance of a generally dumb edit being smart. If I'd edited a peanut butter or a window, it would have been safer, but since I knew he wasn't looking at me, I wanted to guarantee I could finish him off there and then, and I couldn't guarantee that if I did a smaller edit. As for the second kill, it's another example of being able to make any edit as long as you have the box to your left to play off of. I edited it fully open, but since I'm to the left of the box, I can swing it, peek it twice, and get 2 shots off to kill him. In this fight, I start off by taking this guy's wall and ramp. I edit a bottom 3 once I get the wall, and honestly, that's just a dumb edit. I could just as easily take his ramp through a window and then have a peek set up through the window to shoot him instead. Instead, I shoot through the bottom 3 edit me. To finish this fight off, I do an unconventional but smart edit. I drop back behind my cone and edit an arch. From there, I can make the edit. He has no angle on me, but as I pop up, I can always get the first shot, and since he's low, he'll die before he's able to trade any damage. In this final clip, I take advantage of speed. I see my opponent is reboxing and I hear him edit and reset a wall. Whenever you rebox like this and edit and reset the wall, you have to be super careful because the wall will be super low HP. I know this and take advantage of it by instantly pumping the wall, and while doing it, I slide a ramp in and then I immediately edit both and take a shot at him. While these weren't the most optimal edits, the guy was so surprised by the speediness of the encounter, he wasn't able to take out a shotgun before he was dead. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, please let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the comments below. No long after, bye.